Thank you for joining us in the journey here at Bible Teaching Online 101.net. July 26, 2012. Thank you for joining us here in the podcast today. We are going to be finishing up in our Other Studies tab our study today over earthquakes in the last days based on Matthew 24 verses 7. We're going to jump to a new study here tomorrow. But what we want to do is in this specific podcast, we want to make reference to a couple of the phases that we have here at Bible Teaching Online 101.net, and that is Eschatology One and Eschatology Two. That's phase 10 and phase 12. Now, if you want to further your study and build line upon line and precept upon precept, your study in God's Word about last day events, the trumpets, the seals, and different prophetic words that are given towards the last days, then I encourage you, click on those links. We're going to go ahead and put those in the links below and click on those and further your study in God's Word. But above those is the link here for the ending of our study here of earthquakes in the last days, again, based in Matthew 24 verses 7, where Paul is reiterating to the Thessalonians in 2 Thessalonians, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. What was Paul trying to tell the Thessalonians? He said, the day shall not come except there first be a falling away. Now, why is now the time of the falling away? Good question. The Son of Man will be revealed. Who is the Son of Man? Excellent question. Ask yourself those questions. Is there a falling away that is happening right now? Is there a falling away in the church? Is there a falling away of the preaching of the gospel of Jesus Christ and the cross, the preaching that Jesus Christ is the only way, the only truth, the only light? No one comes to the Father but by him. Is there a falling away in our churches today? Not just in the world, in our churches today. And has the Son of Man been revealed? That's a great question. Is the Son of Man living on the earth today? Put it in the notes below. Let's hear from you. Is there the Son of Man yet been shown in the world as we know it today? You see, there's still many things that have to happen before Christ's return. There is still more trouble ahead for us, the church. We are not going anywhere yet. But just as the children of Israel were protected by the plagues that were sent through the land of Egypt, so the church will also be protected in the trouble ahead. The last day events are still ahead. Number 4, for the church. There's a full explanation of this in the chart below, and it's also revealed again in those links of Eschatology 1 and Eschatology 2. If you would like to further your study, like I said, there are 2 excellent phases and excellent working through of God's Word in Revelations in the last days. Speaking of the seals and the trumpets and the second coming. Just off topic here to finish up, we want you to build your foundation here at Bible Teaching Online 101.net. We want to encourage you to build a foundation not only just in the principles of God's Word, but the wholeness of God's Word from Genesis to Revelations, starting in phase 2 of God's purpose and plan. Now, again, we read out of the King James Bible, and you can learn about that in phase 1, about why we use the King James Bible. Again, today we read out of the New King James Bible, but go ahead and look through the phases and send us emails, and we would love to answer those here on the podcast. You can send us those emails at Bible Teaching Online 101 at live.com. Thanks for joining us in the podcast, and I encourage you tomorrow to be here as we start a new study here at Bible Teaching Online 101.net. Thank you for joining us in the journey here at Bible Teaching Online 101.net.